And hello, once again, welcome all. This is Lala Madness, and this will be a moment of madness on how conscious are you? What do you know? What do you not know? Conspiracy theory or non conspiracy theory? That is the real question. Therefore, we know that others, or lots of people rather, believe in different things. Some things a lot of people believe in. Some people call them conspiracy theorists, and that's usually if you just don't understand what they're talking about. So I'm going to go over a couple of things today that could or could not be seen as conspiracy theories to some, but they all are researchable. Get the part about the researchable. Okay. So you can go and research all of these things for yourself, which I highly encourage you to do to educate yourself on all of these things that I am going to mention. Just to get your brain clicking a little bit. Some may believe, some may not. Not up to me to decide that part. I'm just here to have a slight discussion, so to speak. Anyway. So what do you know, or what are your feelings on the HAARP machine? That's HAARP, which is also known as the weather machine. Now we know that the HAARP machine or weather machine is known to do things like cause destruction rather. It can cause earthquakes. It can cause seismic activity, earthquakes. It can cause floods. It can cause high raging flood waters to come into certain areas as well. Okay, so these are some of the destructive things we've seen happen due to weather. And there is a machine that a man created that the government went and took from him and said now it's ours, and they've been using it. All right then. Do you know about it? Google it. It's out there. Also, the DEW machines, DEW. Those are direct energy laser pointers or direct energy weaponry, which is used to generally start fires without you seeing that it's starting a fire. That is also a machine that is used as well, DEW. If you Google it, it is available for you to research on. Just saying, not making this up. It's there. Once you research it, let me know how you feel about it. Or if you're already woke, as some already will say, then you know what I'm talking about. However, what about fluoride? Now, fluoride, they have generally fluoride in the fluoridated baby drinking water. And that's already pushed. Oh, give you the fluoride in the baby drinking water that you making your baby's bottles with. Is it safe? Absolutely not. The toothpaste that you use every day, full of fluoride. That's why they tell you don't swallow it. Why? Because you need to call poison control. Anything that has you need to call poison control, if you over consume or over ingest these things, is generally not good for you. It's in your drinking water. It's in your toothpaste. It's in a whole lot of things that you actually use and consume on a daily basis. Okay? So fluoride, water, toothpaste, and everything else, what it does is it decalcifies the pineal gland, also known as your third eye, also known as what they don't want you to be utilizing, because that means you have a little sense. Don't use that. Let's cut that off, because if everybody knew that what they really have access to or what they're capable of, then it will be a fucking madhouse. That's why it's to keep order. So the point being, why shouldn't we be having fluoride? Why is fluoride constantly available in water and toothpaste and everything else to decalcify the pineal gland? That is also a fact you can look up as well. But they pushing it to us, but you're drinking it, but you're ingesting it. You're giving it to your babies. All right. What you know about fluoride? All right. Agenda 21. Agenda 21 is a real thing. Think of maybe back in 1992 when they signed it. Where was we at in 1992? I was in the projects running around about 10 years old somewhere in 1992. So now we don't know that this was signed into office in 1992, but it was. Now, Agenda 21 is kind of like the Hunger Games. It's over world currency. It's going to be over world education. It's going to be over water usage, what land can be used, what land cannot be used. For instance, the California fires. The fires are happening. They've started in various places. They're not even labeling or classifying all of the fires and letting everybody know where all the fires are burning at. I know one of the main ones was in Paradise, California, also known as, before it was changed to Paradise, Pair of Dice. Reason being, it was where they had hotels at, where they were gaming at, where they had all of this money flowing through, and also the gold rush. They want it. Once they classify your house under Agenda 21, that is, as being non-inhabitable, and due to the fires and all the destruction, it's going to be labeled that the EPA or somebody very important, government related, or one of those sponsored as places that come and do cleanup of places that's contaminated. They're going to say, now your home is contaminated. So now you're going to sign over your money that you would get from your homeowner's insurance to rebuild your home or to go and find a home somewhere else. You would then turn that over, because you can't go and clean up your this contaminated area. It has to be done specifically through them. So now what do? They take your change and then they tell you, why don't you go and live in this little 300 square foot tiny house that people is pushing nowadays and make this $15 an hour that everybody is pushing for, that they don't know that's what it's being pushed for, so that everybody can make $15 an hour. Everybody can live in the same type of housing. Everybody can have the same type of things, because the land is going to be taken by the people that want it. Agenda 21. They're going to tell you how much water to use. They already started it. Can't use the water between 5 and 8. Can't use this and that. You can't go here and go there. This is all a part of Agenda 21, which has been already set in stone since 1992. Research it. It's there for you. All right then. Moving right along. The music industry. The music industry, its symbols. The things that they do in the music and entertainment industry. Are you aware? Do you know the agenda behind it? You might want to research what it is. Might want to, before you get to popping, dropping, and all that, because it's your song. Yeah, I have certain songs that I like too, but guess what? I'm also aware and woke and know what the hell is going on. While you got Beyonce and everybody else on stage here and there, everywhere, it's a big old this and that. Some star have a big thing that happened today. No, that's not what's happening. It's called a damn distraction. The entertainment industry is entertaining your ass while they're signing a bill in office somewhere. They're signing some kind of thing under government, whatever, for here, there, and everywhere, whether that's international or whether that's even right in your own damn neighborhood. You not paying attention. Why? Because they are entertaining you in the entertainment, with the entertainment industry. Because you're not paying attention. Now this bill got signed just like Agenda 21 did in 92, and y'all don't even know what the hell happened. Oops. And they gonna tell you 3 years later, oh yeah, remember that? We signed that then, and y'all was watching the concert. Y'all was watching the Super Bowl. All this is happening because they are paid entertainers. That's what they do. They doing their damn job. So don't get mad at them. They entertaining. All right. Coincidences. Do you believe that coincidences happen for real, or that things just happen and it just so happen to be, oh my God, that's a coincidence? Coincidences, I don't believe, are for real. Everything is systematic. Everything is meant to happen here, there, everywhere, because it's probably on the grid already set to happen that way. It's doppelgangers, it's alternate realities, there's other dimensions. If you think you in the only dimension, you got it twisted. You're not. We not the only planet with habitable habitable beings either, because at first we grew up learning we had 9 planets, then Pluto became not a planet, then you have Nibiru that was found, in my opinion, or in my fact, when I was in the 5th grade. I am now 36 years old. Why they just now telling y'all it's called Planet X now? It wasn't Planet X when I knew about it. It was Nibiru, that one that looked just like fucking Planet Earth back 20 years ago. Explain to me why y'all just now telling people about it. Because they done been there at the moon. What's happening up there? Have y'all been? Now y'all want to explore Mars and here, there, and everywhere. Now the Virgin Mobile man done got his own little spaceship that he's charging people $250,000. If you got enough coin, you can go ahead and travel with him in space for under an hour for $250,000 to say you went. Better take a camera phone or something just to at least take a picture of the ticket. I don't know what you need to do. But at the end of the day, some going and some ain't. Okay. Once Earth is done, then Mother Earth we will have to figure it out then. Hopefully that's after, I done extended and used everything that Mother Earth has for me. I ain't ready yet. Okay. Now, the world map. What if it's upside down, and what if countries are distorted and meant to be smaller than what they actually are? Now, this is a fact that I know due to research that some countries on the world map have been portrayed to be smaller, now you can take country sizes and then you can take what they said the country is width and also lengthwise. So if it is so many cubic square miles or whatever you want to have then how would it appear smaller than something that, it's clearly larger than if you go by square miles? So there's places on the map that that appear smaller than what they really are by cubic feet because they want it to be distorted to you. What if the map was upside down? So what you think, so above, so below? I'm just saying. Is it a flat earth? You have the flat earth theory. You have the round earth theory. Are we in a dome? Are we not in a dome? Are we in a circle? Are we not in a circle? Is hell on earth? Is hell below the earth? The depths of hell? Yeah. What's below the earth? Y'all want to tell people about what y'all finding under the earth? Because we know that y'all have only drilled 8 feet below the earth's surface. It's a lot more than fucking 8 feet below the surface. 8 miles, excuse me, miles. 8 miles below the earth's surface is what y'all have drilled. We know that there's a lot more than that. So where is this middle earth that y'all talking about? Have y'all been? And if you ain't been, then who's been? Because somebody down there. Something is down there, So we ain't the only ones. You got flooded whole cities and things, Atlantis and other cities that are under there that have been utilized. That just over time with global warming or whatever have you, things melt, things get drowned, and you just rebuild right on top of that and keep it pushing. We not just the only ones or only things, in my opinion, that's here, because something is under there somewhere that y'all protecting and trying to get to every minute of the day. All this studying y'all doing in Antarctica. What's going on there? What's happening in Antarctica? Oh, okay. We're going to leave that at that. All right. The Matrix. Red pill, blue pill. Decisions. Is you already in the Matrix? Are you in a matrix? Do you have to make decisions every day that could lead to the detriment of your future or the benefit of your future? We don't know. Watch it and see. Along with Minority Report, along with The Walking Dead, along with Katniss Everdeen and the motherfucking what's them? The Hunger Games. What about Divergent? Are you watching any of the movies that they are putting in front of you to systematically mind fuck you to be ready for all of this? Repetition is what's done in brainwashing. Wake your ass up. Okay. I watch it though for entertainment. But if you watching it for entertainment when you already know what's up is different than you watching it and you don't know what's going on because it's desensitizing you to the matters that's happening in the movie. Especially if you they own the entertainment industry too. So that's why they call it a idiot box. That's what they called it back in the day. I didn't make that up. They've been calling it that, the idiot box. Because it is used to, okay, when you turn on a television, what you say? I'm going to turn on the television. Okay, because it's televised. And you're going to do what? Turn the channel. What do? You channel, right? Channel and shit. When you meditate, you channeling. You're using the television to turn to a channel so that you can do what? Watch your favorite program. So you have now tuned into an idiot box or something that is now going to allow you to tune into your favorite channel. Turn to your channel to watch a program. You're going to channel to a program that you choose to be brainwashed by. They can't make you do nothing. It's choices. Everything you do is based on a choice. If I make you feel like, I use the same ideology with my children. If I make you feel like you have a choice in a matter, you can either do this or you can either do that. At the end of the day, it's going to be a result. The difference is I'm letting you make the decision for your own fate, what you are choosing to do. Am I going to stand behind you? Of course, I will. I'm going to give you all the information you need to know up front to make an informed decision. But I still, at the end of the day, let the choice be theirs. Now, if you feel like you have a choice in a matter, which really they my kids, they know to a certain extent they got a choice, and to a certain extent don't push you because you don't. Same thing. But if I make you feel like you have a choice, you're going to respond a little better. So you feel like you have a choice in your life, and what you choose to do, you do. You're choosing it. You're living it. You're making your own decisions. That don't mean it's all good for you. I'm just letting you hang yourself. That's kind of what you be doing. Okay. Now, are you prepared for any power outages? If it was a mass power outage, would you be prepared? Would you have food to be stored up that they say right now, the Homeland Security, your people say you need to have 2 to 6 months of food stored properly right now? Food storage, they got them little things where you have plenty of water and plenty of food that is the non-perishable food that lasts shelf life 10 years. So it can stay on your shelf in the box, stored, whatever, packed up for 10 years until something happens, which is good to invest in, by the way. Please get your packages that you're going to need, that you don't know you need right now, in order to survive for 2 to 6 months. Because how, if the power went out and you have a totally electric home, and if you think you got gas and think somebody ain't coming to get that gas you got, and they will put 2 in your head for it at that time if it go crazy? Yes. So you're not going to be able to cook. Where you going to cook all this food at in the refrigerator that is about to spoil in because there's no power? Your debit card ain't working. Your food stamp card ain't working. Your credit card ain't working. Nothing's working because there's no power. Can't even cook it because there's no power. Now, okay. Now, what else will that cause? Mass jail releases. There's no power. You best believe them people coming to get their people. You best believe the guards is not showing up because they know they can't control everything that's in that jail with the amount of staff that they have. What will happen? State after state after state, the governors will have to release the incarcerated individuals if they are without food and water and power for a certain length of time. That is a state jurisdictional fact. It don't matter what state you in. That's feds. That's guaranteed. You have to release them if you don't have the means to take care of your own prisoner. You have to let them go. Now, if you can imagine, and California has a lot of prisons. There's prisons in every state, I'm sure. Okay, they got one. They got jails everywhere. Imagine all them being let go right now, coming to your house to get all your power that you don't have, to get all your food that's spoiling, to get your gas that you running out of because you can't even cook no more after that's gone. They coming to get all your panties, socks, drawers, everything. And they already have minus, okay, it's a little drug dealer here. Somebody did some little petty theft, stole a pack of bubble gum or cigarettes or something. But then you in there with real rapists, killers, stealers, all them. They coming for everything, period. Because they've been incarcerated and been in this same mindset for different lengths of time. What you think gonna happen with the mass prison release due to no power, due to you not even having a phone? You can't even look up what's going on, because how many of us really got them old school ass radios that could tune in, that don't need power? Because when you have a radio, you need what? Power. If you have a phone and you tune into the radio, you need what? No cell phone towers, boo, no power. That's dead. You will have nothing to tell you what the hell going on. Then when you try to get the old ass antique radio out your grandpa's storage or out your grandpa's little garage out there, do you know how to work it? I'm going to need you to know how to work it. Because you're going to need to tune in to find out what the hell going on. Just like that little Will Smith movie where he had the little things out there with his dog and shit that didn't make it. That one. Think about it. All right then. Now, religion. We have a lot of different religions. And a lot of different areas, states, countries, different beliefs, all that. They range from nationality and all of that. So now religions, they are so different. However, they have different beliefs, but they have similar stories, events, and things like that. So, and outcomes. But they have different names. They might be in the same place or may not be, but they generally have the same agenda, or they generally give you the same thing just based on different people's beliefs and where you come from and what you have or have not gone through in life. It's a different religion for everyone. That does not make one or the other better than the other, because they all have similar stories, just different approaches. Okay. And recalls. Why do you find out about recalls after about 35 people done died? 100 and something people been infected. Why? The FDA does not always pull everything off the shelf or send out mass alerts when there is a recall or an infected item. I just saw this morning cauliflower and lettuce once again is infected with something. So now, how many people do you think? And there's medications I even went over last week in a previous show about valsartan and things that have been recalled since way at the top of the year, but they still prescribing it because the FDA said you don't have to not give it to your patients. You don't have to stop taking it. We'll let you know because it ain't enough cancer in it for it to kill you, but just keep taking it until your doctor tell you to take it off. Stop taking it. Well, hell, you already ingested it for months. You've been ingesting it for months and months and months and months. Whatever cancer gene you've been ingesting, your ass got it already. It's stagnant. It's there. It's chilling. It done attached to something. Believe that. Where it ended up is what you'll find out when they decide. Remember the healthcare situation earlier. If your pre-existing condition due to this Affordable Healthcare Act possibly being taken away, because they're challenging it now, especially the judge in Texas saying it's unconstitutional, because if they took away the right to penalize people, because that comes part of that law as well, then if they've taken that part away, then the whole law is not a law. Now they're trying to take that away. So you won't have pre-existing conditions being covered anymore. And now that cancer that you just got from that valsartan ain't covered either, because you're going to be done had it before you sign up for your new insurance. How about that? It's all a world clusterfuck of fucking your life. So you might want to get herbal, get natural, and get you some holistics going on and eat. You can't even be specific on what you need to eat. I can't tell you to eat all leafy greens because that shit is contaminated with E. coli, along with cauliflower, along with everything else. It's going to rotate no matter the food group that you eat, because it's meant to do that. It's going to touch everything. Chicken eggs, beef, cows, everything, everything. The only thing that I ain't seen, even though people tell you the pork is nasty, pig is this, pig is that, a pig is the only thing that they cannot inject with anything because it will explode and that will be pointless. But they gonna tell you don't eat it. But a pig cannot be injected with any outside form of anything that they can inject the cow with, that your chickens is injected with, that every other animal or food product is injected with something. Pesticides is on the leafy greens that you eating too. Fucking you up, ain't it? You plant your grass, you spraying Roundup. Roundup is full of cancer. You go and plant your little fruits right next to it. What you growing? A fucking cancer apple. At the end of the day, this is it's a revolving cycle of constantly thinking you ridding yourself of one thing and then you have something else. Or why didn't you tell me that there was a recall? Because you want me to keep taking the shit? Let's be for real. What are you to eat and what are you not supposed to eat? According to every different belief system and every group of people, they're going to tell you something different. You have to do what's best for you, and you have to research your own food groups that works with your body, that works with what you have been eating or not been eating. Do your own research on what's been and not working for you. Okay? At the end of the day, every food group is going to be touched. Just get ready for when it's your turn, and you better watch some damn recalls. Check all people, newspaper, different cities, because them different little bitty cities, they gonna tell about it. But when you get to one of them big cities, they ain't gonna tell you shit, because that's too much for the masses. Got it? All right then. Now, A lot of them have been talking about clones. So a lot of stars have come out talking about, like, this kid Boo, Buu, talking about he's a clone, came on with his clone. You got Dave Chappelle that came out swole in the bitch. You got Roseanne that came on talking about clones. And right before her show was canceled, she came on and did a thing about real clones. VRIL. Talking about them, talking about the cloning centers, Donald Marshall, talking about all of this, Britney Spears, all these folks that's supposed to be possibly or not clones. We don't know. I know, but I'm going to keep my opinion to my goddamn self and let y'all do y'all own research. At the end of the day, you need to research synthetic clones and you need to research real clones. People have been put down for opening their goddamn mouth about those. And some of it they push out to y'all because they want y'all to be okay with it and see how y'all feel about this shit. It's happening. The people you worshiping, you're going to be worshiping each other, worshiping yourselves. That's the end of times. You already worshiping because you don't even know who the hell you for real, who on the stage, who up there. Do you know? It might not be the same nigga you just was shaking your hands with and got an autograph from last week. That might not be that nigga. 2 Chainz, Al Roker. All these niggas having spazzed out attacks where they sitting there blinking, not even blinking at the fucking camera for a whole minute or 2 at a time. Cause they shut your fucking chip off. But at the end of the day, research for yourself. Why are they talking about this? Why are these stars trying to tell you what's going on in Hollywood? But then there's an issue when it comes to you researching it on your own if this is really happening or not. They have their own secret language, the gematria calculator. I can't never pronounce it right. The gematria calculator, okay, that can be researched too, is what you put certain words in to get certain dates, or you put certain numbers in to get certain words, vice versa. They all mean something. All those words, those letters, and those numbers, they go somewhere. They mean something. And if you don't know the damn code, your ass don't know the code. That's just that. But they know about it. They know about a lot of things. Do you know about it? You might want to research. And you don't have to go by nothing that I'm saying, because I'm just giving you little things that are available that people are talking about, researching about, and that research has been already done on. So, not asking you to believe or have this or that, or change your way of thinking or any of that. Because I really, you know what they say. Those that know, know. Those that don't, then may God be with you, because, honey, you're going to need to know something. Research. I suggest you research different areas, different things, and all of that. As well, WikiLeaks founder Julian, remember the guy that from Citizen4 and from the other movie that they had about WikiLeaks, when WikiLeaks was hot and popping and had all of this information. They was sending out all the classified documents and things like that they were getting in trouble for. So they make a movie to try to draw awareness to what was going on and how crooked and shit the government really is. At the end of the day, guess what? So he's overseas and he had asylum in a country. A country said, we got your back. We gonna make sure that, you should be able to, under the Freedom of Information Act, release this shit, because the public should be able to know under that act. Okay. That act is something that if you want to know certain information about classified documents, you can write in a petition and request those documents to see what the hell happened on Area 51, to see what happened during this space trip, or when you encounter something in this country, or this and that they talk about but you don't know about. It can be declassified if you ask for it. Just like the Vatican. You want to know about something, you gotta wait that 100 years. But if you leave a note for a nigga in 100 years when it's available, they can go research a little bit too. But the whole point is so that the people that's in that time period that they're talking about, or that they have information on, or that they're releasing to you, is not still alive and cannot be harmed, or you can't come and ask them no questions about what the hell was in here. Same thing. Now, this man that had this asylum from WikiLeaks decides that now he's safe. He can go ahead and continue his mission, and the government has to leave him alone. Well, let me tell you how that's some bullshit. Because they ain't got to leave you alone. Because now they done fired everybody that was assisting him in one way, shape, or form. So if they have assisted him, if they've been on his team, if they've been part of working with the United Nations or whoever, whatever country they were working back and forth with, guess what? They don't have to give a damn no more, because all your people that had your back is fired. They don't exist no more. So guess what? He going to court now. He about to be tried for every count of releasing everything that they didn't want him to release. Who tells you what we should and should not know? Okay, maybe that's the CIA, whose mission statement is, as they say, to the mission statement is to basically tell you what they want to tell you. They don't have to. Their job is to protect the government at all costs. Read the mission statement. It's there for you in your own face. The mission statement says they don't have to do what it is that you feel like they need to do, which is telling you what's going on in the country that you live in. Their job is to protect the government at all costs and to tell you lies and deceive you if they feel like they need to in order to protect what the government want or don't want them to say. All right. And that's all I have to say today. Believe or not to believe, I suggest you research on your own. Those are all things that'll kind of get your mind working, mind going, and things to kind of get you digging a little deeper to wake up a little bit. This is a woke session. Wake up. All right then. Now, you can follow me on Twitter, SoundCloud, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Lala Madness, and on Facebook especially, it is the Lala Madness. Lala Madness is my personal page. I don't usually respond to friend requests on that page, so you can feel free to like my at Lala Madness Facebook page, and you can follow me on all the other platforms as well as see this video on YouTube also. And thank you very much for viewing. Ta-ta.